What's up guys, Lord Sando here. Today's video we're going to be talking about an underrated game which just got released from paid access to free access. If you've been a long-time supporter of my channel, then you'll recognize this game. It's one of the first games that I did a video on. If you want to check out what other games I recommended in that video, then go and check it out. I'll leave it in the top right of the screen. So the game that I'm recommending is called Pwned Aeternae, and it's a co-op RPG. I believe it released about a year ago, and I don't think it ever really received more than a couple of hundred players, which is quite a shame because, as you can tell, this game is pretty visually attractive, and as well as that, the actual combat and progression mechanics are pretty nice. So like I said before, this game is an RPG. If you don't like some level of grinding, then it probably won't be for you. But I do believe that most people who play this game will enjoy it, and there are a lot of good things about it. Just to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't played this game in about a few months. And the reason why was because I was sort of waiting for the updates, and when the updates did come, I just forgot about the game. After remembering this game and realizing that it has become free access, I'm probably going to play more since there's probably going to be some more people online. So when you join the game first, you'll be asked to select from a bunch of characters, such as a sniper, a knight, and a magician. There are other characters that you can unlock throughout the game, but this is the one that you're going to be using for the first part of the game. You unlock different skills and abilities which you can equip for your character as you level up. As well as this, for progression, there are these things called gems, which increases like specific attributes that you want to buff. For example, you can have one which makes you gain EXP faster, or one which makes you regen health faster. This game also has like a unique city building feature, so you can like actually unlock structures which you can build in exchange for certain materials that you need to unlock by playing the game. And what those do is they generate certain things for you. So one of them like lets you unlock tier 5 gems, which are like the best ones in the game. By playing the game, you can unlock equipment such as weapons and trophies. Weapons just increase your stats like your attack, stamina, health, all that stuff. Trophies are actually like things that influence the way that you fight in battles. So for example, you can get one which allows you to fly higher, or you could get one which increases damage that you deal back to your opponent. You can refine and upgrade your weapons in order to make them stronger, and you get the materials for this by just doing the storyline. So the storyline system is kind of like Genshin Impact's main system. Like, you aren't allowed to do quests until you reach a certain level, and each of those quests has like a different narrative and different enemies, and you have to do completely different things. I think this is good for an RPG because it definitely increases your playing time. You can't just speedrun through the campaign, you actually have to repeat some certain things in order to level up and get better equipment. The combat is pretty decent. It could be better, but there's definitely worse combats. It looks really nice. It plays okay. The biggest upside that this game has for me is the visuals, like not just the graphics. The graphics obviously look amazing, but the artwork, such as these banners, the music, those are all things that the developers made just for this game. And the fact that it only has 100 players, and before it was free access, it only had like 10 players. That's just ridiculous to me. I do want to remind you guys that this is a co-op RPG. While I did do the majority of the quest line on my own, it will be a lot more fun and easier if you play with another friend. The boss fights are pretty difficult sometimes, and if you haven't progressed enough, or if you haven't tried them enough to know what the correct strategies are, they could be pretty difficult. And I think this is a good thing because you do want some level of difficulty even in a casual RPG. Because games like Dungeon Quest, the main reason why people hate them is because they're so easy. You do actually have to think when you're fighting, and I do like that. I've also heard that there's a new PvP mode, but I haven't tried that out for myself to determine whether it's good or not, so you guys go and check that out and let me know how that goes. Oh yeah, there are also world events which happen at certain times during the day, and doing the boss fight and completing it successfully will give you a specific gear or special items which you can use from only that boss. There are a couple of other features which I haven't touched up on, but I'm just forgetting. I think like skins was another one. You could have specific skins for your characters. Like, I'm using the sniper red, but the skin that I'm using is obviously completely different. Overall, this game gets my approval by quite a handy margin, and I think the developers could benefit from more players playing it. It should motivate them more to work on the game. It definitely deserves a couple of thousand players, if not more than that. I think the main reason why it hasn't been successful in terms of player count is because of the lack of publicity, and I hope that we can change that. If this game interests you, go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.